Good morning, fine folks out there in YouTube land. So I thought I would come to y'all today with a video about the scale, because it is some people's absolute nemesis, and they hate it, and it just gives them very upsetting numbers, and there's so many things to go along with that scale you have no idea. And I just wanted to make sure that a lot of people know, because I watched a lot of videos here on YouTube, and I see a lot of people get so down and disheartened by the scale not moving like they think it should. So I just kind of wanted to talk to y'all about your weight, the way to use the scale, and how to really just have fun with it. It's really just a tool. It's just a toy. It's not that big of a deal. But number one, the first thing I want to tell you is to pick one scale. If you get on the scale at your house, that's the one you use. Don't worry about the one at your mama's house. Don't worry about the one at Walmart. Don't worry about the one at the doctor's office. Pick one. Pick one and go by that one scale. Pick the right scale for your body. Now, I went personally, when I was buying my scale, to Walmart, and I picked one that said it was accurate up to 300 pounds. And since I weighed 290, I was like, okay, well, that's perfect. That's fine. So that's the one I got. Got it home. It said I weighed 330 pounds. No, I went to raising all kinds of cane. Y'all have no idea. Well, everybody else in my family stepped on it, and the scale was accurate for them. So it was either that it was not accurate for my weight, or that I was 330 pounds, which I knew I was not. So I took that scale back, and I got one that was accurate up to 400 pounds. Bear in mind, I weighed 290, so 300 scale should have been fine. But I got the one that was accurate up to 400 pounds, brought it home, got on it, 290. So, okay. So I need this scale. So I'm determined to use the totals on this scale as my totals. Any other scale I use is just for fun. I don't really care what it says, and I understand that all day long my weight will fluctuate. Your weight can fluctuate all day long by up to 10 to 12 pounds in water weight. Okay, now, when you weigh, your best weight, the one weight you should concern yourself with is first thing in the morning after you have had a full, good night, 8 hours of sleep. And you've used the bathroom all you can. You get on that scale wearing the same type of outfit every time. Me, I sleep in tank tops and shorts, so that's what I use. If you sleep in the buff, weigh in the buff. Whatever you want to do, it's easiest for you first thing in the morning. That is the only weight you need to concern yourself with, fully. Now, I will get on my scale all day long. I will play with my scale all day long. Let me say that. When I get on 2 hours after I've been awake, that scale might read 2 pounds more than it was. When I get on in 4 hours, it might be a pound back. And in 6 hours, that scale could jump up to 10 pounds in water weight. It depends on what I've done throughout the day, and what I've ate, what I've drank, what I'm wearing. The 150 different reasons water weight fluctuates in your body. It can be any of those reasons. So the only one you want to worry about is first thing in the morning on your scale that you use. That's it. Now, understand, if you only weigh yourself once a week, here's what can happen. There have been times, now I weigh in on Monday, there have been times I've got on that scale on Sunday morning, and it'll say a pound less than it'll say on Monday morning. And it's not that I've gained a pound of fat. To gain a pound of fat, understand you have to overeat by 3,500 calories. Now, that means that, okay, first of all, you need to check your a weight calculator for your size. And let's just say that calculator, after you put your age, your height, your weight, and your activity level in there, says that you can eat 2,000 calories a day. That means that your body can burn 2,000 calories a day by doing nothing more than what you normally do in a day. Sorry, I was about to have a sneezing fit on camera. But anyway, it means that your body can burn 2,000 calories a day. Again, by doing nothing more than what you normally do. And as long as you don't overeat that 2,000 calories a day, let's say you eat 2,100 calories a day, over time that will build up to 3,500 calories, and you will gain a pound of body fat. But if you do not overeat by that 2,000 calories and you keep your calories just below it or with a good deficit, then you're going to lose weight. And it might not reflect on the scale right away. But if it goes up, you did not gain body fat. It's water weight. And it will go away eventually. Now, I mean, like I said, there are so many reasons. You sneeze twice and cough once, you've gained 3 pounds of water in your body for some reason. And any kind of medications you take, histamine will cause it. That means allergies. Antihistamines to get rid of allergies will cause water weight. There is like literally 1,000,001 reasons for your body to retain water weight. And it's so frustrating, it's so aggravating that the water weight will bother your body every single day, all day. But like I said, worry about that first thing in the morning weight. Check your weight as often as you want to, and you can handle it. Some people can't handle it. Some people get really frustrated every time they get on the scale. And that's one reason I wanted to make this video, because the scale's just for fun. It's just a tool. As long as it's going down over time, you're good to go, baby. You ain't got to worry about nothing else. There's also something called the whoosh effect, whatever you want to call it. And that's where your fat cells are full of fat. And over time, you're burning the fat inside those cells. Well, to replace those cells, to keep those cells steady, your body will fill it up with water. And until that fat cell is completely void of fat and full of water, you're going to weigh the same thing. But once that fat cell collapses, and it will as soon as it gets full of water, then you will lose that weight that fat weighed and that water weighed. So you could get on the scale tomorrow and be 3 pounds less than you were today. It just depends on your body and the day of the week and what you've done, and all of that stuff is a factor. So, I mean, and try to avoid stress as much as you can, too. Because stress will add some water weight like you would not believe it. It will also hinder your ability to lose weight. So keep your stress levels as low as you possibly can. And I know some people have a hard time with that. Me, I'll get on the internet and I'll watch like funny home videos. I'll watch like supernatural panels where they're laughing and joking, because I think that's just a lot of fun. And, but I mean, just watch things that make you laugh or that put a smile on your face or make you feel goofy. And I'm really good at that because I'm extremely goofy. That's my primary goal in the world. But one of the best things you can do for yourself, or at least the best thing that I've done for myself, is take my measurements. And if you don't watch my videos, I measure everywhere. I will measure around my head to see if this gets any smaller. I'll measure around my face to see if my cheeks get any thinner. Measure my neck, my upper arms, my forearms, my wrists, my boobies, my bra line, which is right up underneath the boobs, waist, hips, thighs, calves, and ankles. Why? Because this gives me more data. This literally gives me the data I need to know. And I keep it in a book every week. I mark it down. I check to see if anything's been lost. And I do mine, like I say, I weigh in on Monday, and I do my measurements Monday morning too, before I've eaten, after I've been to the bathroom, everything, you know, all the good stuff. And on Sunday night, I try to sleep as long as I can. If I can get 9 hours of sleep, I try to sleep for 9 hours. But there's sometimes I get 7, and it reflects in my weight. If I just get up, let's say at 4, if I sleep for 4 hours and get up to go to the bathroom, if I hop on that scale, my weight will be 2 pounds higher than it will be in the morning when I get up on the scale after 8 hours of sleep. And I've noticed this many times because I play with the scale so I can see what it says. And I can get on there, it could say 267 pounds, and 3 hours later, after a little bit more sleep and rest, it'll say 262. So, I mean, that's a 5 pound weight difference. So just be mindful of when you weigh, and use these weights for just conjecture, just for data. Don't worry about it. Don't let it freak you out or dishearten you. Don't let it make you say, well, I haven't lost anything, so why bother? Keep going, baby. Keep pushing. You will do it, I promise. But anyway, measuring is the best thing I've done for myself, because while I have lost like 48 pounds, I have gotten rid of almost 80 inches off my body. And even if my scale isn't moving very fast, seeing those inches lost every week lets me know that something is working. And it makes me feel better. And I know that it's working even if my scale is not reflecting it. And my clothes let me know. When I put on a shirt I haven't worn in a while and it looks like a dress, I know, I can feel it. When I go somewhere and somebody says, wow, how much weight have you lost now? Yeah, you know, or getting in my car. And I've talked a lot about this. I'm very short. I'm 4'11", 5 foot tall at most. I can barely reach my gas pedal. So my seat has to be very, very close to the steering wheel. Well, I was getting to where I couldn't move my seat back any further because I couldn't reach my gas pedal. But I couldn't really set that close because my tummy was rubbing the steering wheel. So now I've got about this much space between me and that steering wheel, and I can't wait for it to be even more. I really, really can't. And now I can actually push my steering wheel up some, my seat up some rather, where I can reach the pedal better. So, you know, that's wonderful. These little off-scale victories, mark those. Those are important. The scale is just a tool. It's a toy. It gives you some details, some enlightenment, but use everything else. Like, you know, just my rings sliding off. And actually, I went down 2 or 3 rings because I've had a bunch that I used to wear on this finger, and y'all see my little fat fingers. They look fat, but they're not. I swear they're not. This is a size 7. Although my fingers look like they little size 14s or something. Everybody else got little tiny hands that wear size 7, but not me. But anyway, just going down in those rings. Seeing bracelets I couldn't wear fit. Putting anklets on that I used to wear around my wrist, and it fits my ankle now. Those things are important. Those matter more than what the number on the scale says. But use your scale as just a tool. That's all it is. And if it freaks you out, yeah, weigh once a week. If it freaks you out, weigh once a month. But understand that yesterday might have been better than today. And if you get on today and you're getting disheartened, but didn't check it yesterday when it might have been a pound less, you might have missed something. So use your scale as nothing more than a tool, nothing more than a toy. It's just something to help you along the way. Don't let it dishearten you and derail your entire weight loss. Keep going, keep pushing. If you like this video, hit like. If you want to subscribe, hit subscribe. That's all I got to say right now, but I'm sure I'll think of something else later. Much love to y'all. Bye.